and welcome to the last episode of the NTNA OPI All-Stars. Oh, Beth, I'm dying. I'm Elaine Watson.
You're doing great.
I'm Elaine Watson, and I am your host. I am the Executive Vice President here at Kupa Incorporated, and I am joined by Beth Livesay, who is the Executive Editor at Nails Magazine.
Hi.
And our special guest star, we are joined co-hosting Lavette Cephus, NTNA mentor this season,
Yes.
and owner of Beaute Asylum salon. Welcome.
Woo!
Hi, everybody.
You look beautiful.
Always looks
Thank
beautiful.
you.
How about that beautiful bit of bling on her table?
A trophy?
A trophy, yes. Season 2 winner,
Yes, woohoo.
Way
Bring
to represent.
Bring it.
Way to represent. We're so happy to have you here today as a guest host. Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Super. So, in case the viewers have no idea, Beth, maybe you should tell them, what is the NTNA?
Right, good idea. So Nails Next Top Nail Artist is the only online professional nail art competition. It's reality style, so if you like Project Runway or Top Chef or Cupcake Wars, it's like that, where it's single elimination every week. So we've done NTNA for 6 seasons now. Lavette actually won the 2nd season of Nails Next Top Nail Artist. And we decided what would be really, really fun would be to have the ultimate rematch show. So our sponsor, OPI, graciously greenlit our idea for NTNA All-Stars. So we invited any of the top 12 from the past 6 seasons to come back and re-compete. And so we've done 4 episodes. We're on the last one, so it means we're almost wrapped up. And we're going to be announcing the winner in just a few weeks. And Lavette has been wonderful and gracious enough to be mentoring our contestants, our top 10. So thank you, Lavette. Yeah.
I feel like it's already going by in a blink of an eye, don't you think, Lavette?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I was like, ooh, I wish my season went by this fast.
I know, as a competitor, you know how grueling it is to be doing these challenges week after week after week.
Yeah.
This does, I think, to them, must seem like, oh my God, this is so much better. Get it over with.
It's the
done.
fast lane. It's
Yeah.
the express lane, right? Yeah.
I feel like, though,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lavette, though, without the lab and your chance to get back in, it's got to be a lot more
Brutal.
stressful.
It is, for sure.
I think so. Well, we do have to recap last week's challenge, and so today Lavette's going to help us out, and she is going to read what the challenge was last week.
Yes, I will. Let's see here. So, challenge 4 was powder play. OPI's Powder Perfection is all about dipping durability. For this challenge, OPI wanted to see new ways to use powder perfection to create true works of art. And nothing is as artistic or challenging as an avant-garde challenge. Mm-hmm. The contestants were asked to consult to the OPI Nail Art Guide and give one of these designs an avant-garde interpretation on one actual model's hand.
Excellent. Thank you, Lavette.
And
you, the viewers, have voted. The judges have made their decision. Beth, who was the winner this week, and what have they won from OPI?
It was Julie Ventura. Well done, Julie.
Way to go, Julie.
Congratulations. And she got some cash, man. $500 Visa gift card.
Yeah.
So not too shabby.
And if I'm correct, it throws her in the fast lane for a trip to California,
And
doesn't
she
it?
gets a trip to California, where she actually does live, but is moving to Arizona for a month. So she actually does get a trip, which I think is great. Like, she actually does get a trip back to California. Yeah.
Oh, that is so funny. Well, we do have some comments that the judges have made. And since Darlene's not here, Lavette's going to give us Darlene's Seat of Hands comment.
Right.
So she said, Ms. Darlene said, she loved how you created a custom jelly shade in order for the Venetian lace to show on the underside of the nail. Your level of detail is very impressive.
Yes, and I'll be playing the role of Sigourney.
Yeah.
My good friend Sigourney. So Sig says that I couldn't believe you sculpted an OPI bottle with resin and acrylic powder. Beautiful typography and lace. Great use of the challenge inspiration. I agree.
And you can speak for yourself, Lavette.
I said, in your video, you explain and showcase your technique so well that someone not confident in nail art may be inspired to give it a better try. This design was so simplistically avant-garde. The idea of portable nail art is genius. I actually created a look similar to this last week. How you combined the entire look was extremely creative and very enjoyable to watch. She had the nail polish bottle actually kind of holding it in her hand.
Yes.
And then the lace was pouring. I thought that was so creative.
Right.
I agree.
And I do want to say, if you follow our Instagram at Nails Magazine, you'll see like Lavette does do some interpretations of some of these challenges. It's what she's been doing as being our mentor. And so when she says she created a design like this, she did like a very flat, like a hand painted look of like the colors coming out of a bottle, but it was like a hand painted bottle on each nail. So if you follow our Instagram or follow Lavette's Instagram at Beaute_Asylum, you can see that that's what she's talking about. And then I said about Julie's work, I love the concept behind this piece and the jelly look of the base nail with powder perfection. That bottle though, wow, it totally got me. I like that you altered the shape to make it look even more OPI. The lace painting is so beautifully done, and I appreciate the underside detail of it too.
Definitely was my pick of the week.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
I agree.
Really thought out, right down to the bottom.
Nothing I enjoyed about Julie, like watching her. Sometimes people get so discouraged about nail art, but the way she really zooms in on how detailed you can get, and she actually makes it look a lot more simple than
you're right.
When you first glance at you're like, oh my God, how did she do that? But I feel like someone could actually do this design.
Right. And I do want to say about Lavette being the mentor. Like, I love that you've competed. You're a working nail artist. You're a working nail professional. So you're still doing art on the daily in the salon. And, you know, you're a teacher. And I love that, like, so I feel like Lavette catches things, like, as mentor. Like, she's not looking at it as OPI. She's not looking at it as, like, a nail judge. She's looking at it as, like, I've lived this. And I think your comments about other people could watch it and do it and calling it, like, simplistically avant-garde, I just think those were, like, great observations. So, like, I really thank you. I think your comments are really helpful to everybody in this competition.
Nail artists are always the best judges, though, because
they are.
If you've done every facet so far of artistic medium in this industry, you already have a mental list of what's hard to what's the easiest.
Yeah. So I have a lot of respect.
Comes into it. So sadly, because we were down to only 4, there is no who's safe in the middle.
Correct.
It's just right down to who is packing up their paintbrushes this week.
I know. And it was the worst. And I want to say that, you know, it was very hard for me to personally to say goodbye. So to Carly, our lovely Carly, and our lovely Deanna, who, I mean, they're both family. They're Nails family. They're NTNA family. Like, you know, so we just love them so much. It was really hard. And I just want to say again, like, it's not that they did a bad job. I don't think there was things wrong. There weren't things wrong with these nails. It's just that mathematically 2 other people scored higher. Yeah. And, you know, the popular vote weighs in a little bit, and that's just what happened. But, I mean, my God, it was so difficult. And they both actually did email me wanting to see their scores. I will respond to you. I haven't forgotten. I've just been, like, crazy busy. But it broke my heart.
When you get down to the end like this,
there's no easy.
Yeah, all the points matter because they're all great. That's where you voters come in too.
Totally.
Gotta vote for your favorites. Keep them in.
Absolutely.
But yeah, unfortunately, everybody can't be the one winner.
I know. If we could have 4 winners, and maybe you want to sponsor that.
If I was sponsoring it, we'd have everybody be a winner because every week I'm gutted at who goes away.
All right.
Yeah,
we'll work that out.
I would keep them all.
Okay, cool.
I'm like I did, you know, dog foster.
Yeah.
I keep them all.
Oh my God.
I keep them all. I can't even give them away. So I keep you all.
I got it.
Y'all want to be in my competition.
Okay. We'll think that out later.
There were some general comments, though, and I think you should share them,
yes,
Beth.
because they deserve to hear.
Yeah.
So, Carly, your videos will always set you apart. The nail community knows you are a natural at nail art and a true leader. And I've watched this girl in person. She is personal testimony, great leader, and we all know her as a cinematographer. She's just amazing. We thank you for participating in OPI NTNA All-Stars fresh off a crazy successful NTNA season. So she did these back-to-back, guys. I mean, I can't applaud her enough, the grit. You were always an all-star, Carly, and like always in our hearts. Always, 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 always. And then Deanna, I mean, you've won an all-star challenge, which I was thrilled. She won the first one. She didn't win any of her NTNA challenges in her season. So to win the first all-star challenge was huge. So congrats again. Your art has only gotten better and better. The judges agree you are a gifted teacher, right? I think that's her huge strength. She's an educator. And we encourage you to take on even more teaching opportunities. I would push you, Deanna. Keep going to shows, keep doing what you're doing, keep teaching people because you're good at it. We look forward to seeing you do more in-person and on-video education, and we'll always be in awe of your talents.
Really good words. I can say, you know, that, and I'm not letting any cats out of the bags because nothing is nothing is finalized.
I winked
Technically
at this
not
to her.
finalized until I have an airplane ticket booked.
I winked at this to her.
Did you? Well, she knows because
I wanted her to feel better. I wanted her to feel better.
So all I'm gonna say is, and I'm not gonna say who because I don't like to let cats out of bags, but my fans, you know, Kupa fans, everybody fans of NTNA, you know, tune in because pretty soon down in the future you might be seeing one of them do a little special something with us, a little special something. Right,
and I love that, and I want to thank, you know, Kupa, and I want to thank, you know, OPI because you're both bringing back, you know, people like Lavette, other people, you know, because you don't forget about them, and I just want to thank you for that. That's why we do this. This is why we do this, that you guys can keep utilizing these talent pools.
Don't have to be the winner.
You don't have to win, guys. You don't have to win.
We were just having this conversation before we went live. We were saying, you never know.
You don't.
What you know? Watching. We're watching everything you're saying and doing, and we're going, ooh.
Amen. So thank you, Beth.
Yeah.
Thank you for
super awesome. So we do have a challenge for this week, and we're gonna have Lavette deliver the final challenge of the season.
Challenge 5. Murals are so fun. Mexico mural. Take inspiration from OPI's newest collection, Mexico, and create a mural. This should be on 5 nail tips stuck together, any size, and all artwork should be hand painted using OPI gel color and lacquer. That was a pretty good twist there. Create a video diary, 5 minutes max, explaining your mural technique.
Cool.
So, being down to 2 competitors, I happen to know that Miss Julie Ventura, who's going to be our first one we're going to look at right now, is hand painting is her thing.
Absolutely. Always
if I was her when I got this challenge, I would be doing backflips because she's
really good at it. Yeah.
And I happen to know. Well, first before I get there, she also, I want to point out, won challenge 2 and challenge 4.
Yes, so she has the most wins.
She has the most wins of the All-Star season.
Right, and she's from the original, the first ever Nails Next Top Nail Artist. So the first one, so 2013.
So she had a long break.
Yeah, but I'm like really excited someone from the first season and someone from the most recent made it. Because I think that's very interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. Of all of the competitors, only 3 of them won all these challenges. And the 2 finalists are the ones who won.
True.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting to share. And then how I know, getting a phone call, how I know a little bit more about Miss Julie is on my Snoopy Snoop. I'm just sharing a couple of quick, easy screen grabs. Julie and I we didn't personally get to meet, but we were on a television show together called Nailed It. And Julie was a competitor on it. Yes. And so I thought, and hopefully they don't catch me, I did a quick screen grab, and I think we're going to be fine. So here are pictures of her on that. And I wanted to praise her for being on that because I think competing on a regular basis is hard.
Yeah.
But in front of a camera, I was nervous and I was a judge.
Right.
I can't even imagine. But so those are pictures of her. Before we check her nails out and want to go to the video, we'll come back and the three of us will discuss the beautiful nails she did.
Guys, we made it to the final two. I'm so excited. So for OPI and TNA's All-Stars, we're at the final challenge, and OPI just released their collection based on Mexico City. And so this challenge was to create a mural on 5 nails based on Mexico. So when I was thinking of what to do for this mural, I was thinking of how OPI is celebrating the culture of Mexico. They're celebrating the release of all of these colors. So why not do a mural based on how Mexico celebrates? So I decided to paint the Zocalo in the background, which is the main place where there is huge celebrations. So anytime they are celebrating anything like Day of the Dead, they do it there and they throw these big, massive celebrations. So I thought this was a perfect place to paint in the background, and I put fireworks on top. And on the left side, we have 2 folk dancers, traditional Mexican folk dancers. And on the right side, we have Aztec dancers. I had a lot of fun doing the research and, getting to understand their culture a little bit more because I live so close to Mexico and I've never been there. And now I definitely want to go. Also, last week I ended up winning the Avant-Garde Challenge. So thank you so much to everybody in OPI and Nails Magazine because that's just amazing. I spent so much time making that bottle and I was really excited to see everybody appreciate it so much. So thank you for that. To start these nails, I painted 1 coat of Mi Casa Su Casa. Then I loaded my brush with Mi Casa Su Casa, Mariachi Makes My Day, and Alpine Snow. And I just gently floated this onto the nail. So you can see on the side view, I'm not really touching the brush to the nail. I'm just kind of gliding the colors on versus putting the brush to the nail and wiping the whole design off. Once I cured that, I mixed a little bit of black onyx with some top coat, and then I gradually layered this on and blotted the blend line with a dry brush until I had a nice ombre. So I took Mural on the wall and I mixed it with some top coat so you can barely see any color in it, and added some nice gold flecks. Then using a striper brush, I painted some fireworks using Alpine Snow, and then I lightly retraced all of my fireworks with all different colors. Here I'm using Don't Tell a Soul. Then I applied a thick layer of the No Cleanse top coat to the middle nail, and on a form paper I lined up the nails on either side of it and cured that. And once they were stuck together, I repeated that to get the last 2 nails on. Then I painted the silhouette using Alpine Snow mixed with Susie's Sling and Mezcal. I added some details with all different shades of Susie's Sling and Mezcal, mixing it with Alpine Snow and black onyx. Then I really wanted to paint some fine details, and I find it best to do that on a very smooth surface, so I just put a layer of top coat down right before I started painting my details using black onyx. Then using Alpine Snow, I drew the silhouette of dancers and the flag. And then I gradually added color. Top coated it before all of the fine detail work. And then added my details in using black onyx. To make the Aztec dancers' headdresses, I painted little feathers onto a form paper, cured it, and stuck them on with some top coat to give it a little bit more dimension. And then I finished the design with the silhouette of a crowd cheering using black onyx. So this is the final look. I hope it completely represents the celebrations in Mexico, and I hope you enjoy. I'm going to leave a link below to vote if you want to help me become OPI's first Next Top Nail Artist All-Star. Thank you so much, OPI. Thank you so much, Nails Magazine, and thank you to everybody who's got me this far. Honestly, this is more than I could ever ask for, and I'm so glad to be able to say that I competed alongside such amazing people. And I've just had a really great time with this entire experience. So thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Hi, guys.
So, of course, she brought the hand painting.
Of course.
Right?
The final
Yeah.
challenge.
I think it was creative, the path she chose to take on depicting Mexico
Celebration.
City. Yeah.
Yeah, like she chose the celebratory aspect, not just the geography or what it means in general. So yeah, I agree. And I do feel like this mural says celebration. Like it reads like the fireworks, the movement, the dancing, like it reads very, yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, what you were doing just there.
We're getting max headroom.
And there you go. Yeah, and the people in the front row, like that's just kind of like my personal like little favorite. Like the people like with the shadows, with the hands up. Like I just thought that was a nice touch. But Lavette, you're the artist. I want to hear.
Yeah, what's your take?
I want to hear from you.
I mean, just the detailing alone, because I love hand painting as well.
Right.
And getting some of those.
No, right when I was talking.
Well,
to
we
her.
thought her connection was just starting to. She did a little
Yeah.
max headroom there.
Jeez,
Go
man.
figure. I feel like everybody's on the edge of their seat on what
I
does
know.
she think,
I know.
and boom,
I
we're
was
gone.
like dying to.
So one of our people, I'm going to talk to the camera. One of our people, well, we can keep talking. Just come on camera, honey.
Yeah.
Come on in. Everybody will get to meet Aaron as he tries to bring back our lovely Lavette. But we can keep talking.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so it was definitely a hand painting, and I feel she gave us the dimension of the buildings in the background,
Absolutely.
the dancers in the foreground, and the cheering crowd
Yeah.
right in the front are dark.
Right.
The only thing I went, on was she says she gives a dimension by giving the feathers. Just making them 3D for me isn't
Wasn't.
dimension.
Yeah.
Like I really wish she had gotten in there and just painted a line in the middle and the little
Yeah,
and made
yeah.
the feathers look like feathers
Yeah.
instead of just colorful burp.
Right.
But another thing that I wanted to say too that I really liked about this was that she started on the separate nails.
Right, she did, and then she gradually pieced it.
Because I'm pretty sure I've said
Yeah.
this in an episode
Yeah.
before where I nitpick the fact that I hate when people glue
Make
tips
a
together
canvas.
and get a giant canvas
Yeah.
because to me it's so much easier
Yeah.
to paint big than small.
Yeah, totally.
So when I started watching her video and I saw she started with single tips and glued them together, I was like, way to go, girl.
Yeah, totally,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
And to go back to her video, I feel like Julie is a very precise videographer. Like I feel like she talks at a great pace. She measures her words out perfectly. She's very articulate in everything she says, and so I just really appreciate that. I feel like, and she keeps it very calm. She shows every week. She shows her face, which I love in the video. So I really do want to commend here, since it's the final challenge. Julie, I feel like your video skills were very, very consistent every week, and very just like on point and professional and just really quality.
I didn't even remind everybody to make sure that they are leaving comments in the
Totally,
chat.
leave
And I
comments.
wanted to tell you, we are looking, and this is
Yeah.
my opportunity to tell
Go
you.
for
And
it.
since we're still trying to get Lavette back, Adam McEwen, I saw this, is cute. Love the storyline, and the execution is stunning. Go, Julie.
Aw.
Love that one.
Yeah.
Karen Berryman, what an artist. And I love the story, the celebration, and the detail.
Yes.
I like it when they give the story while they're...
Of course.
And it
'cause
kind
it's
of
your
unveils the
chance.
art.
It's your chance to tell a story. And, just another reminder, you can vote between now and Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. opintna.nailsmag.com. You can vote for Julie, you can vote for Melissa, you can vote for both.
Gotta come out and vote.
Totally.
In every aspect of life.
Yeah, well,
Get out and
that's
vote.
true. That is very true. Very true.
But yeah, because like you said, it could come down to it being so close, and it's those points. From,
Right, because here's the thing. So for this NTNA competition, there's only 3 judges.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have a tie
Yeah.
really easily. You could have a tie between
You
the 3
can
of us.
anytime you're adding up points, all the points could come down to it. And while the judges, I know points are heavier.
Right.
It still could come down to the fact that you guys all voted, and that
Exactly.
last little bit was what
Exactly.
took it over.
Absolutely, 100%.
Especially at the end. I really love that she incorporated the Mexico flag.
And the
Mexico.
flag is beautiful.
It
It's
is.
beautifully done. So we have a question. Phyllis is asking, when will the winner be announced? Okay, so that's a great question, Phyllis. So what we're actually doing with this competition is OPI is helping us unveil the winner on February 26th at an OPI event. And it's actually an event where they're releasing the Mexico City collection to the public. So that's when we're going to be announcing live at the event who won. But it will be either Julie or Melissa, and we will be showing it in some way live. Like, I feel like probably Instagram live from the Nails Magazine account, and then later on you guys will recap it, of course, on your show.
Yeah,
correct?
definitely.
The week after.
We're going to be there getting footage. Nancy's coming with me, so we will make sure we get the footage. The new season of NTNA is going to be starting, and they're still working hard over there.
Poor Lavette. She's been holding on.
Go ahead and put it on both of us, Nancy, because it's weird I'm talking and you can't see it. It's okay. We're not a broadcasting company. You guys can look at the TV with nothing on it. We're going to be there. We're going to take footage. It's just, listen, next week we start the regular season.
Yes.
And so for us to get the winner out to the world, we will. It'll be all over our sites.
Right.
The footage we collect. If I can go live that night, you better believe I will be live that night. If the connection isn't super great, then we'll collect the footage. Nancy will do her magic, and we'll share it across all our sites.
And of course, on social, on our website, we'll be announcing the winner as well.
And it's going to be a big night for OPI,
Yeah.
and I'm really excited that we're all going to be there. Yay! Girlfriend's back. So
Poor
Erin,
Lavette, as soon as she was
plugging
talking.
back in. So apparently it was the laptop that died, right? Is the story.
Aww.
So we're getting her back. Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
There she is.
Okay. Here, I'm going to let you do it because guess what? I will mess that up. I don't want any responsibility for the electronics.
I'm not touching it.
Yeah, so this is, oh, there go my glasses. This is you guys getting to see what goes on behind the scenes a little bit and meet Erin. Listen, this show was going to be a short one anyways because we only had 2 people to cover.
Right.
So, you know, I'm sorry you have to watch us talk. Beth ran a half marathon this weekend.
Thank you.
And I sat all over your Facebook.
Yeah.
I think when I sat on your Facebook, I was in my pajamas on my couch with my Whoopi and my 2 dogs going, wow, she's out running and I'm watching Netflix.
Well, I usually watch Netflix, so yeah.
No, you don't because you're preparing for a half marathon.
Yeah, well, you know, I always say NTNA is like a marathon, and I say that because I completely understand that thinking. So competitors I compete to, I know it's hard work. I know you're working, you're powering through, you're trying to tell yourself you can keep going when you just want to stop.
You guys hear me? I can't hear you guys.
Oh, we're working on it. She can't hear us. Oh, there she is. Okay.
Hello?
Can you hear us, Lavette? No.
Okay.
No, huh?
Hi.
I can't hear you guys.
What was the fix for it last time?
We restarted the computer.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Should I text her?
Text her and say just her comments.
I
I
gave
can't
her.
hear you.
I gave her a thumbs up. She's saying can't hear you.
I'll text her.
So we're gonna communicate with Lavette through text
worry.
messaging. What if we call Lavette so she can know? Because
I'm just going to
be
tell her,
online.
can you please relay your comments?
Yeah. And then we'll text her again for comments on the next one.
There we go.
There she goes. Look, she's looking right
She's
at
like,
it.
Beth texted me.
Look at those earrings.
I know. She's good.
I have earring envy.
My comments for Melissa.
Oh, no, Julie.
No, no,
Melissa.
no, no,
It's so good.
Got
no, no.
I
no.
texted her.
Okay,
Because we cut off during Julie.
Julie. Here, I'll do this.
Julie. Okay.
Perfect.
Got it. Julie's
Funniest show
nails
ever.
were so detailed. One thing about her that I like, she chose, I feel like it was a little risky for her because she chose a smaller palette with going
True.
with the smaller nail tips.
True.
And the building, the like scenery. Oh my gosh, those super tiny lines. Just being a hand painted nail artist, I know how difficult that can be and how challenging. You literally like don't want to breathe because you don't want to miss a line. I did enjoy her color scheme, and one of the most simple parts of her look was that I really enjoyed was the silhouette, the people at the tips of the nails.
I agree.
Like enjoying the party. Her videos are always very good. You can really see very clear and crisp what she's doing. Definitely a true artist.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Good comments. Very good.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
can
tell
text
her.
her. We'll tell her when we're ready for more.
We will cue you for
So,
more.
while you're texting her, we can move on to the next competitor, who is Melissa Salazar, who, Melly, as her friends call her. I love her accent, so it's always fun to hear her videos. But on her Snoopy Snoop, I have talked about, I think each week, how beautiful her images are that I snooped for last season at NTA. So I went back in there and I pulled a few to show you guys and gals the stuff that she was posting back then and how adorable on camera. She's made for the camera.
Right.
She should still be a newscaster.
Right.
Love it.
And she's a world traveler.
Yeah, and I want to make mention she did win Challenge 3.
Of course.
And the only other person that did win was Deanna, who had won Challenge 1.
Correct.
So let's check out Melly's video, and then we're going to come back and talk and text about how those nails came out.
Hola! Thank you everyone for voting me to the final round. I'm so happy and proud to be here. For the final challenge, OPI wants us to create a mural on 5 nail tips. My inspiration for this channel is the new Spring Mexico City collection. I love this collection because I used to live in Mexico. Mexico, their people, their culture, and especially their food will always have a special place in my heart.
Frida Kahlo, Moctezuma, the Aztec King, and Emiliano Zapata are some of the most important personalities in Mexico history, and I want to make a tribute to them in my mural. Create my mural using only the OPI Spring Mexico City collection. These gel colors are so perfect that you don't need anything else. Glue the tips together and polish a coat of alpine snow. Add clear powder perfection on top and cure for 60 seconds to create some texture. I want a watercolor effect as a base of my mural. I add the 12 gel colors on top and tap them with alcohol to blend them together. For murals, you always start from the center to the sides to give proportion and balance to your piece. Starting with Moctezuma, paint his face in Verde Nice to Meet You to make it look like jade. Paint the jaguar mask on his head with Don't Tell a Soul and mix this yellow with My Chihuahua Doesn't Bite Anymore for the brown spots. I'm doing tie-dye technique for his horns. Add lines in horizontal position and move them with a brush in opposite way. For a cool acrylic paint technique, swipe the colors in different directions with a fan brush, and with a toothbrush, spring different colors over. In a world where art was dominated for men, Frida Kahlo gives us hope and shows us that girls can conquer the top of this world. Painting my monarch butterfly in an ombre technique, blending different colors. Don't Tell a Soul, My Chihuahua Doesn't Bite Anymore, and coralling your spirit animal. Emiliano Zapata was the leading figure in Mexican Revolution, giving hope to the working class for equal treatment. For the skin color, mix Don't Tell a Soul, Telomela Me About It, and Who is the Artist? Mixing the blue, yellow, orange, and red, we are gonna create 3 different browns to paint the eagle on the Mexican flag. With Verde Nice to Meet You, paint a snake. Then mix Don't Tell Us All and Mi Casa es Blue Casa to create the green on top. Mixing Mariachi Makes My Day and Don't Tell a Soul, I create a brown to represent the glory of the Tehuacan pyramids. With the color Mi Casa is Blue Casa, I'm representing the modern Mexico City. The colonial era and the most iconic buildings in Mexico City, like Ángel de la Independencia and Bellas Artes Palace, will be represented in different colors to make them pop. Día de los Muertos is probably one of the biggest celebrations in Mexico, giving us hope that one day we will all be together with our loved ones. I'm representing this day with their traditional skull and decorating the head with flowers in different colors. With dotting technique, I'm adding traditional guirnaldas or perforated paper that are very popular during the holidays. I love alebrijes. They are brightly colored Mexican folk art sculptures of mystical animals and very popular in Mexico. You cannot go wrong with these animals. Paint them in any shape and bright colors and add as many details as you can. I used 8 different techniques to paint my mural, using the 12 colors from OPI Spring Mexico City collection. I really hope you love my mural. Thank you OPI and Nails Magazine for this opportunity. Besos en pura vida.
I have a massive love-hate relationship with technology. I do. Because I feel like it's always the most important times when stuff goes wrong.
Yeah, of course.
Right? We've been down this road so many times. So, let me introduce Lavette, who is sitting on an issue of Nails Magazine.
Yeah, she's on the cover of Nails Magazine, actually.
Who is sitting here, and so we're hoping the mic will catch her, and to be extra, we're gonna help deliver what she says for you. So Lavette, say hi to everybody.
Hi everyone, hope you guys can hear me.
Yep. So I'm getting thumbs up from the crew, so we're good.
Okay, great.
I want to just say, as we start to give Melly comments, that I had a really great one. I didn't put my glasses on, so I need them because I'm blind. I really loved how Laura Sawyer Broder said, and Melissa used the new collection so well, it makes me want to buy it.
Ooh.
If I'm at OPI, I'm going, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a great thing.
Yeah.
And Michelle Mercer, here's another plug for OPI. She said, I can't believe the product didn't shrink when it was that thick and dark, which we know when you over apply, sometimes there's a tendency when you're carrying to shrink. So lots of loving it. You know, everybody loved it. I loved it. What'd you think?
Of course, I loved it. It's beautiful. I think this is really hard. Well, I mean, of course, it's got to be the most difficult, right? It's the last two. Mm-hmm. But I think I love that Julie went one way.
Yeah.
Melissa went the other. Julie went with like a little bit darker, and then Melissa brings on like a neon, and like she brings out the neon. Julie went like the very let's focus on celebrating, and Melissa goes, let's focus on history, all aspects of Mexico culture. So, you know, the past, the present, and then I think though, if we want to talk advantage, I mean, Melissa lived there though.
I know.
How lucky, right? You get somewhere, you get to the last challenge. It's like make a mural of a place, you're like, oh, I've lived there. Like not even I've visited there. Julie's never been, so I commend Julie. She did a fantastic job. She's never even been there. Yeah. But then Melissa's like, score. I used to live. I used to live there.
Lavette, what was your first reactions to this?
I again love the color. It was very vibrant.
Yes.
I do agree with Beth. Like they did have pretty much of a contrast.
Yes.
Julie did go with the darker side. Melissa has a tendency of really thinking outside of the box and bringing like different techniques to like just original design, original artistry. So I applaud her for that. Even bringing in some of like the unconventional items with her, like using like the brush and things like that. She usually has some pretty cool techniques and tricks up her sleeve. And I really
felt the
appreciate
same.
it.
I felt the same. The background, treating it like a watercolor, using alcohol.
Right, and she only used the gel color, so no one used the lacquer. Yeah. And they were allowed to, but I don't believe anybody. I don't believe she used lacquer. And then, the watercolor. And then I was going to say something else about, the colors. So Melissa won the color is the answer challenge. So I feel like she's already showed us she knows how to play with color in these new and interesting ways. And then she kind of did that here again and really played to the collection and like what was in this particular collection, which is, it's spring. It's their spring collection. So vibrant color, we're usually seeing happier. That's usually what we're seeing from all these spring lines. And so I like that she kind of played to the strengths of the collection.
These are the color palettes that I feel get people out of the winter blahs and into the hot, warm summer sun.
And doesn't this make you want to do nail art? For your clients?
Definitely.
Right.
Her technique, I love the play on the two faces.
The symmetry between Frida Kahlo.
Frida and I forget the story. I forget the story. I got Frida. Frida, I knew of her obviously before she's so famous. Yeah. You definitely get that looking at the pictures. Totally. Definitely. Yeah. I'm actually texting in the chat going, I just want to make sure you all can hear, Lavette. So now's the chance to respond to me. When Lavette was talking, were you all able to hear her okay?
And
so I want to make sure.
And to recap, our mentor Lavette, her words, she loves that there was variety of technique in this piece. She loves the color. She loves that Julie and Melissa contrasted each other, and they probably didn't mean to do it, but it came out that way. So I agree. It worked out for all of us. We got to feast our eyes. Yeah.
This was almost the what Elaine hates about gluing tips together. But what I will give her, it's one. She did the one canvas thing, and she got to paint bigger, but she left the shape of the nails there. Yeah. She didn't fill it in with product to make it all flat in one giant canvas. So I applaud her for that. Yeah. But
so that is actually pretty difficult to do, to try to get nice, clean, symmetrical lines on those huge curved tips.
Yep. I agree.
Right. And Julie, we were just saying, Julie had this 6-year break from competing, and then Melissa's fresh off. So Melissa ended her NTNA stint in season 6. So we're talking a matter of months ago she stopped competing. She's fresh off and came right back in. So I love again the book ending of these two stories. I feel like both women gave us such different takes. They have such different narratives going into this competition.
I was really happy she put so much dimension into this too. When you look at the faces and everything, she used color to show shading on the faces rather than just giving a shadow. When she mixed, I had an moment. We know when you mix 3 primaries, you get that brown, right? But she showed on her video how she got variations of browns by using a dominant primary.
The collection.
Yeah,
exactly.
I thought that was really clever, and I was like, that whole eagle has so many different browns in it because she changed her mix on the 3. I thought that was genius.
Yeah. I agree. She was staying true to the challenge guidelines.
Absolutely.
Okay, I need a little bit of a darker color, but I still want to stay with the Mexico City collection.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, don't want to be a judge this week.
No one does.
No, this one would be very tough. I'm glad I'm not a judge either.
I know.
You, Elaine?
I'm glad.
So I want to explain a little bit. Lavette has been being our mentor, so she's providing comments. She's looking at everything, and she has. I swear to you, she looks at every single thing. She catches me when I omit things from her. And she provides her feedback. She does not score. She doesn't judge. So it must be nice.
I know.
So she really is just there to provide her insights, and then, like I said, OPI did send her the materials they sent to the contestants, and she did create some really beautiful nail art looks using OPI and the Mexico City collection in particular. But yeah, Lavette isn't scoring anybody, so it's very fair, and I think it's actually very useful to have another eye, another person looking us over.
And I thank you guys so much for having me.
Oh, our pleasure.
I appreciate Nails Magazine so much.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
We love you. Yeah.
I love good love. We were actually talking during the video when we had Lavette still with us, and we were saying, you know, when you have to do score sheets and you're scoring numbers, you're locked in a box of, I just have these 3 criteria I'm doing. And I was saying, you know, I envy when judges get to judge from the heart.
Yeah.
Because they never get to do that.
Well,
and so
Lavette
I felt like Lavette's in that
Yeah,
position
she
where
does.
you get to flood your opinion and you know, just go off of what you know from your experience.
Totally.
I like that kind of
for
judging.
sure.
Yeah.
And I try to stay like positive about it.
You are.
I want to give like the best feedback, but I also think about it like, okay, if I did kind of mess up on something, or if I could do better at something, I would have love for someone to share that with me.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I think about it from that standpoint as well. Being an NTNA, I definitely grew like tremendously and so fast.
Wonderful.
Mainly off of the constructive criticism that I used to get week after
Wonderful.
week.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah.
That was really
No,
nice.
it's very honest. It's very honest.
Cool. Thank you.
I have one last comment because I didn't really throw a whole lot for Melissa and I want to keep it balanced. But Karen Berryman says the creation is so intricate, so much detail.
Aw.
You know, she's
Thank you,
getting a lot of
Karen.
good love in the chat, and I love
Yeah.
that. So my next part of this in the closing, I was going to say, so where do we go from here now? But we were talking about it. On the 26th, we are going to be at, you know, OPI's party.
Right.
And they will be announcing it. They'll be showing the new collection, and we
And
will.
Julie and Melissa will be there.
Yeah, the girls will be there. Lavette,
Yep.
are you going to be there?
We think so.
I'm thinking.
We think so.
I might be.
Oh, I
Yes.
hope so. You can help us.
I would love to be there.
We think so.
All right.
Yeah.
You got to get away from the cold over there. It's so much nicer
I
over
was
here.
just getting ready to say that. Please pull me away from this cold place.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we promised to get you some footage, and we'll air it between, you know, the night of, maybe the night of, and possibly the next days on Nails Magazine's site, our site, Kupa, and OPI site, I'm sure.
Of course.
And so we want to say tune in next week because this isn't over. It's like, phew, this one is, but got to start over again.
Totally.
So next week we're starting over. We have the full season and TNA, so Beth and I will still be here every week. And we want to encourage you all to keep joining in and keep voting and supporting these amazing artists.
Keep voting, because the only way we get to February 26th to finding out who won OPI and TNA All-Stars, the first ever All-Star, is with your votes.
Yeah.
Voting closes tomorrow. You have a whole day to go in there and support your favorite person.
Awesome.
Or both your favorite people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to thank you, Lavette,
Thank
for
you,
being
Lavette. Thank you.
a host and surviving.
You guys are so welcome. Thank you guys for having me.
And thank you, Beth. It's always good.
Thank you,
You're always
Elaine.
here. And we always thank you all for tuning in and watching this show weekly. We appreciate you. We will see you next week, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Kupa Inc. is excited to introduce 2 new colors of the Mani Pro Passport, the Mermaid and the Pixie Passports. The Mermaid is inspired by beachy waves, and the Pixie is magical and girly. Both limited edition